My name is Roger Johnson. I like taking pictures and I love to travel. Whether it's working as a professional tour guide, a flight attendant, or on my own for fun. Across America or around the world. This is my show. Action! Oh, Action Jackson. Actually, Jay Jackson is the guy that gave me the couch for our fancy-dancy new and improved set. Actually, it's not a new set. It's still the living room, but we did add the couch. And actually, the couch was here. We just moved it so that I could sit on it while I talk to the camera. Hi there and welcome. This is the May Adventure Update for Roger Johnson's Welcome to America. I am Roger Johnson. And this month, I thought I'd go back to the place that I first visited on my very first giant road trip, Washington, D.C. Rod and I headed out there in 1990.
Wow! Here we are, democracy's front door, the tourist capital of the world, and we're tourists. Let's go! Yeah!
I wanted to go and tour the Capitol and the White House and go see all the monuments and all that stuff. And so for this month's Adventure Update, I thought I'd go back to that fair city and tour the U.S. Capitol. On the first trip we toured it, and then we toured it one other time, although my brother and I got slightly confused as to where we were supposed to go to get onto the tour because the whole Capitol grounds were all ripped up and tore up. And we found a line and we got in it, and we went through security and we went inside, and long story short, we had to be escorted out by Capitol Police with their guns drawn. No, they weren't really drawn, but we did have to be escorted out and then find our tour back again. But the reason that the grounds are all tore up was because they were constructing the U.S. Capitol Visitor Center, which is now open, and that's the reason that I wanted to go back and check that out and see how what a wonderful job they did. And they did do a wonderful job. You cannot get lost finding it. You go down underground and you go in through your security checkpoint and into a beautiful hall, and you get your tickets and you head in and you get to go on a tour, and they take you into the rotunda and the old U.S. Senate chamber. It is now Statuary Hall. The one thing that I did pay attention to when I wasn't shooting video that the tour guide said is, if you want to come and visit, come in like January or February, as long as it's not an inaugural year. Come during the middle of the winter and there's not very many crowds, and then you can get like almost a personalized tour all to yourself. So that was very cool. And then downstairs they've got a museum. They don't allow photography in there, so I couldn't take any pictures, not legally anyway. And right out, this was one of the neatest parts of the whole thing. Out in front of the museum, down in the visitor center, there is a life-size reproduction of the Statue of Freedom that sits on top of the Capitol Dome. Very cool to see it that close and to see how big it really is. It really is.
That's all for this week.
Oh, is that it for this week? Oh, because I was going to talk about Arlington. Across the river, across the Potomac into Arlington, Virginia, and Arlington National Cemetery. Someplace that every American at some point in their life needs to visit and experience for themselves. What is really cool about Arlington, and the reason that anybody should go there, any American anyway, at some point in your life, is that it does span the length and breadth of American history. The guy that designed the city of Washington, D.C. is up on the hillside overlooking the city that he designed. He served in the American Revolution. There are soldiers from the War of 1812, the Civil War. The Tomb of the Unknowns has soldiers from World War I, World War II, and Korea. And then all the way through to the present day, you've got generals and GIs, and you've got presidents and statesmen, and from all corners of the country, all in this one spot. And you walk through there, and it's just an amazing experience to just let yourself be immersed in all of this. The one visit that I had there, not this particular time, but I'll never forget it, as I was walking through the cemetery, I saw there was a funeral going on, and all these guys in their Navy guys in their dress white uniforms, and so I decided to take a different road, and I was going to just stay out of their way and let that take place on its own. And all of a sudden I hear these airplanes flying over, and the cemetery is right in the approach path into the Washington National Airport, and I thought there's some commercial jets coming in and they're going to ruin this amazing, experience that's going on. And all of a sudden I look up and there's F-18 fighters flying over, and the one splits off into a missing launch. I hear 21 gun salute going off. Boom, 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 and tap starts to go, and just the hairs on the back of your neck stand on end, and you get a lump in your throat and then the pit of your stomach. It was just this amazing experience, and that happens every single day. And there's just this last visit that I was on. I'm walking through the cemetery, and there you can see the funeral procession going on. And it's something that not only touches our history, but the present day to this very day. And just an amazing place to visit that everyone should go. And of course, May is Memorial Day. And so that's part of the reason I wanted to include it in this month's Adventure Update, for that reason. And whether you go there or to another national cemetery or anywhere where our veterans have been laid to rest, to honor them, those who've served and have sacrificed, something we should all do. So that's it for this month's Adventure Update. Next month, I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do. We've got a whole bunch of adventures filmed, nothing edited together yet. But before I do go, I want to remind you, check out the website, welcometoamerica.us, or you can shoot me an email, roger@welcometoamerica.us. And if you do get a chance to go to the website, check out the 50 States, 50 Days movie page, because starting May 16th through July 4th, the 50 States, 50 Days documentary will be available to download and watch online for the very first time. It's going to cost $1. Following that first 50-day period, we're going to jack the price up to $2.50. That's exactly 50 nickels. So you don't have to pay in nickels. I think they take PayPal. But so check that out, and you can also check us out on Facebook, and we will see you next month.